So there are a bunch of tunes that are coming into the game, rework, stat boost, and otherwise. So I'm going to try to give you a quick overview of all of them in this video before doing any more in-depth stuff. So let's get to the video.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravity here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, probably going to be a little bit stressed and stretched for time, but I'm going to try to go over the reworks and some of the stat boost tunes. And actually what I might do is I will start off with the reworks first, and then I'll kind of go into the kits a little bit, and then I'll give you a quick overview from what I know of the stat boost tunes, and then the ones I don't know so well, I'll go into their kits. All right, so let's just hop right into it. So we have Bleeze. Bleeze is a taunter. She is now a turn 0 taunter that gains taunt on the A1. So let's just go ahead and hop right into the abilities. Damage to a single target, 92% chance to gain taunt. It would be 100% if I had that ringed out. 50% additional damage if Bleeze has taunt. If Bleeze is enraged, she can't miss. So that would work well with Atrocitus, I'm thinking. And also would probably kind of help you would definitely help you deal with Cheshire. Damage to all enemies and 80% chance, and I think that's 100% if I had that ringed out. To apply Enrage, apply heal immunity if an enemy is taunting, and gain death immunity if an enemy is enraged. That's on the legendary ability. So she'll apply heal immunity if an enemy is taunting. That could work against Parasite. And then death immunity if an enemy is enraged. Okay, so Kiss of Death. Heavy damage to a single enemy. If the target is enraged, deal plus 200% additional damage. Also making it run great with Atrocitus because that A3, I believe, sends enrage out to everybody. Plus, yeah, I think it's the A3. Yeah. All right, so gain True Sight and apply enrage on the target if they don't already have it. So you'll gain True Sight automatically, and then you can give the enrage. So if you open up with the A3, then the next move you should be able to get around taunters. Okay, all right, good to know. Passive ability at the end of every enemy turn. If the enemy is enraged, purge 6 buffs. That one is very interesting given like what the meta is, because then that would help you deal with Atrocitus teams at the same time. Stun a random enemy with enrage as the legendary point, legendary ability, and then passive ability at the beginning of her turn. 7% chance to apply 5 mins if she has taunt. Gain awareness. Okay, so she get 5 mins if she has taunt, and then I gain awareness. Oh, wait, no. 5 mins. So I have 70% chance to get 5 mins. And then if I have taunt, I gain awareness. At the beginning of her turn. At the beginning of the turn, at the beginning of the battle, Bleed starts with taunt and death immunity. Turn 0 taunters in this game are just kind of like a must. So that's not even really like oh no, great. It's like, well, if you're not turn 0, it's very hard to use you without having another taunter if you have tunes that you need to protect. All right, so now going to Katana. Katana was the one that I said that I got to a little bit late. So, Siphoning Strike. Heavy damage to an enemy. Steal 2 buffs from the target. I gotta remember the steal stuff and the can't miss, because the can't miss, quiet as it's kept, as much as it's about like trying to take somebody out, it does also mean that if you do miss, you don't get retaliated against. So even if I'm not using her to deal with Cheshire, if I keep using her A1, then Cheshire will never have the opportunity to retaliate against me. At the end of her turn, Katana gains 2 strength ups, max 8, for each buff. So she could gain, if she has 4 buffs, she will gain 8 strength ups. And a 50% chance to gain awareness. 50% chance, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay. 50% chance to gain awareness on the A1. Leads you to kind of believe you want to put her with tunes that call assist. Gain 4 crit chance ups. Gain 2 evasion ups for each dead enemy. For each dead enemy, I can gain. Okay, that seems weird though. So if they're dead, no matter what, is at the beginning of my turn. If there are no dead enemies, gain crit immunity. Okay, we like that, I guess. And then gain 25% true heal was the legendary point that I took. Then heavy damage to an enemy, 50% increased crit damage. Sure. Better chance of taking somebody out. Katana uses commune with the fallen if target is killed. These kind of if target is killed thing, as much as it sounds great for PvP, is better for PvE because the waves are weaker, so you can take them out, ramp yourself up. Passive ability. Katana's critical hits grant her plus 50% turn meter and steal up to 2 buffs from the target. Okay. Katana's critical hits grant her. So if she crits, she gets 50% turn meter and steals 2 buffs from the target. If the target is killed, gain death immunity instead of the other stuff. So the 50% turn meter and the stealing of the buffs. Cooldown on all superpowers. -1 if target is killed. Okay. Gotcha. That's from Soul Taker. Now, the Outsider. This is a leadership ability. Katana has 110% increased health and 1.5% true damage. For each debuff on the target, Katana steals all immunities and awareness from the target when attacking them. So she steals all immunities and awareness when she attacks them. That ain't bad. You can use her against Spectre. Okay, cool. We like it. All right, let me take a sip of my Coca-Cola. Yay. Now, the stat boost ones I'm going to go into a little bit less. King Shark. Absolutely freaking awesome because he ramps up empowered strength ups on his, trying to say, smells like blood. Every time a teammate deals damage to an enemy, 75% chance for King Shark to use direct hit on that enemy. Direct hit is just his A1. And then Terror in the Deep, 80% chance to gain 4 empowered strength ups every time an enemy bleeds. Also, apply a medium overheal on King Shark. So, 80% chance. Every time an enemy bleeds, I will get medium overheal and I will get 4 empowered strength ups, which those things stack pretty freaking fast, especially if you do an AoE bleeds attack like a Red Hood or a Siren. I can't think of anybody else on the top of my head. But then those strength ups, those empowered strength ups stack quick, and then he hits hard as hell, especially with the out of turn direct shot. So, though that's King Shark, I think he's a really good damage dealer. I don't know if there's like so much of a place for him, but I like using him. He's fun. Arcus cracks your face. At least that's what he used to do. Now he has a stat boost. I guess they're trying to get him back up to cracking face status, but he's single target damage. So it may make it a little bit more difficult for you to take out like waves or whatever, especially since he's energy based and the like PvP meta is very, very heavy mystic based right now. So like PvE might be the better spots for him. But if the meta was just slightly different, if there were more reds, he would be an absolute monster because he just cracks faces. Mr. Miracle, I don't know that well because I've never, as you can see, he's at level 26 for me. So damage to the enemy, double damage if Mr. Miracle has True Sight. That's just an increase in damage. And then the legendary point, +3 damage. Mother Box Analysis, apply True Sight and awareness to primary target. Apply True Sight. Okay, so that's one of ours. And then chance, I'm assuming it's going to work its way up to 100, to also apply True Sight and awareness to the rest of the team. So 48, 13, 18, 23, 33. So 100% chance of that happening. All right. And the legendary point is can't miss and transfer 2 debuffs from each target to the target. From each teammate to the target. Ooh, I like that. So you transfer 2 of the debuffs and transfer 1 debuff on yeah. Okay, so then it can't miss and you transfer 2 debuffs from teammate to the target, and then reconnaissance. Passive ability, if an ally has a debuff at the end of their turn, 72% chance to gain True Sight and gain 3 evasion ups. Okay. What's his legendary ability there? When the reconnaissance activates, target or transfers deliver from teammate to a random enemy. So at the end, okay, if an enemy has a debuff on their team, on their turn, 72% chance to True Sight and 3 evasion ups. This is not it, right? No, am I going crazy? I think I'm going legit crazy right now. Oh, yeah, True Sight for the rest of the team, 67%. All right, and then boom tube crash. Where am I? Damage to an enemy. One transfer one buff. That would be, if I ring that out, 5 buffs on Mr. Miracle to the target, and then the legendary point was a transfer. Ooh, that's not it. Can't miss, and then transfer the 2. Okay, gotcha. And then passive ability. If an enemy has a buff, debuff at the end of the turn, 72% chance to gain true sight and 3 evasion ups. Okay, we like to see it. Mr. Miracle, passive ability, 77% chance to revive with full health once per battle. On revive, apply awareness to the whole team. That's very, very Swamp Thing of him. Okay at best. I think there were a couple good things in his kit. In fact, like transferring of the debuffs, double denting. Transferring of the debuffs is the one I'm really looking at. All right, and then boom tube. Okay. Anyway, so that is Mr. Miracle. Dead Man was very, very fun to use. He got a little bit of a stat boost, but he does like possess other bodies and move around relatively quickly. Just because he's dead doesn't mean he's immune to any of those status effects, just so you know. A passive ability starts battle with permanent 40% start battle with 2 permanent int ups. Also give 85% crit chance until end of turn and call assist to a random ally, to a random enemy. Give 80% crit chance. Okay. 7% chance to call assist. All right. Sorry to bother. Steal up to 4 buffs from the target and apply them to all allies. 3 buffs from the target apply to all allies. If the target has no buffs, apply stun instead. And apply stun instead. Also apply 15% turn meter up. Sorry, my face keeps on falling out of the picture. I'm just trying to read this. All right. Okay, so steal up to 3 buffs from the target and apply them to all enemies. Okay, all allies. If the target has no buffs, apply stun instead. Also apply 15% turn meter up to all allies. So you're getting 15% meter. You're getting 15% turn meter up regardless. And then you also gain 3 intelligence ups. His legendary point of took. Passive ability, when an enemy dies, 60% chance to gain 4 int ups. 7% chance to gain that. And then the legendary point is if teammate dies again, 40% turn meter up. Okay. When an enemy dies, 60% chance to gain 4 intelligence ups. Okay, cool. So that's Dead Man. He's good. I do like him. Is he going to be great? No, I think you need more than a stat boost if you want to make him like relevant in this meta. And we have Cyborg, who had a recent rework, who's now an absolute beast and can lay down damage like he takes you out to the woodshed. He really does. He doesn't get a lot of run because of the current meta that we're in now, but he is an awesome damage dealer and can work in PvP and PvE. So that is a quick overview. I will put up a poll asking, who do you want me to focus on more? Maybe I'll ask for like 3 or versus or whatever. So be on the lookout for that. Check the comment section, the description section below. Thank you guys for watching. I drop these videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Thank you guys for watching all the way through, and I'll see you next time.